What's going on, YouTube? This is the Retro Reps Review channel, and I have another great sneaker for you today. This one comes to me from shoepop.ru. There's a discount code for you, which is retro for $15 off, and there is the Instagram and WhatsApp information, and I'll also include that in on a couple little tags within the video. So I want to do a quick little unboxing for you, and I'm even going to do a comparison of this sneaker. So this comes in a box. By the way, this was actually wrapped a little bit better than the retail version. So overall, I'm really impressed with the quality of the sneaker. I took a look at it earlier today, and I'm going to get rid of the box. And we'll do a quick sort of review of the sneaker. This is a sneaker I wanted to add to the collection. It's a Jordan 4. I think this colorway is just outstanding. And, I opened this earlier today. And then I also opened the retail version. And I think that they're just so similar that it's an amazing rep. This video is for informational purposes, so I just want everyone to know that, this is obviously not the retail pair, so you have to decide for yourself if you want to go after the, a rep version of it, but it is super high quality, and I know that the retail pair is now going for about $260, $270. It's probably closer to $280 with fees once you get it off of StockX. And so this is, wonderful alternative. I'm doing a couple 360s to give you a really good look at the shoe. And, I'm going to pull it up to the front camera. And I'm going to pull it to the side camera and just go over the details of the sneaker. I'm super, super impressed with the quality. So if I take it and I pull it over to the side cameras, you can see, this sort of suede / buck is, really high quality. It's really smooth to the touch. This is just your traditional, sort of support, for the eyelets. If you take a look, it's your standard air bubble on the Jordan 4. And then, we have this is a sort of rubbery, the netting with the white underneath. I think it's just super clean, super easy to pair. Now this happens to a lot of these sneakers. It sort of has a little discoloration on that front side. It happened with the retail pair, so it was really amazing when it happened also with this pair. Again, this is shoepop.ru. This is one of my first pairs from them, and I'm overall super, super impressed with the shoe. Like I said, when I got it, I felt like I had just gotten, a sneaker from Nike directly. Now I'm going to go up to the front camera because I can actually see what I'm doing a little bit better. And, you can see the eyelets are really nice. As you can see, the netting is the white and the black. You can see the little white tags. Just a super clean looking sneaker. There is the typical Jordan 4 bottom. And then, if you take a look at the top, you have that little widow's peak there. And just overall, really, really impressive. I think this is, going to become one of my favorite Jordan 4s because it's such a simple shoe to match with everything. And so I'm going to do a couple of 360s, and I'm going to close in from a bunch of different angles for you on this pair of shoes. And, as you can see, on foot, is anyone in the world going to be able to tell that this is not the retail version? And what you're going to really see in a minute when I bring out the retail version is that, these things come looking so similar from the ones that, we get from Nike directly. And so I just wanted to provide you that 360, some great angles to take a look at the shoe. This is wonderful quality. I like giving that top view so you can take a look at the toe box. You can see the netting. You can see all aspects. You can see the flight. You can see the jump man and the flight tag. And so I'm super impressed. This is the first pair that I've gotten from Shoe Pop, amazingly fast service. I got it within, a couple days of when they shipped it. And so, overall great interaction. Now here is the retail version, and I'm going to have to do one shoe at a time because I think that these are so similar that I would have a hard time telling the difference between the two. Now, as I told you earlier, this toe box also had similar scuff marks, so it's just part of the overall process. And now I'm going to do a 360 for you. And again, this I know because the lace, the way I can tell is the one that came from Nike had the lace out. And so that is about the only way that I can tell the difference between the sneakers. Now, I'm rotating these in 360 and I'm giving you multiple angles of the sneaker so that you can see for yourself from every direction. And you tell me, what differences do you see? Do you know if there's a different batch out there that's better? Let me know. Maybe I'll do a review on that. I also want to do, here we go. I'm going to do a close-up of these into the front. Can you tell a difference? They both have the widow's peak. Look at the stitching. Look at the color. The color of this suede is really incredible. So I'm really shocked. I mean, please leave your feedback. You guys tell me, can you see any difference? Can you see one difference? I can't really see any differences. And, I have a million I'm going to do. So I'll try to do, let me see. I don't want to get these confused. Okay, so this one is the equivalent. We'll do it this way. All right, it's hard to do the comparison and get these all in here. So you take a look at these. You tell me, can you honestly tell the difference? I'm by the way, guys, I'm struggling to even give you something. I'll put the backs together. And I know it's a different angle, but can you tell any difference between the two shoes? So, and these are the same, right? So the only way, like I said, that I can tell the difference of these was that the retail pair came with these out, right? So I'm gonna get the fake, the rep pair. Sorry about that. I like to call them reps, not fakes. But anyway, I just think that these are such a close, an amazing version. I'm gonna put them side by side. You tell me, can you tell a difference? Can you tell a difference? And I have one last angle. I did this with a different review earlier today, so I'm gonna try to do it. We'll see if we can stack them. So as we stack them, can you tell the difference between these sneakers? It's going to get hard to do, but can you tell the difference of these sneakers? Because I can't. So all in all, I think that these sneakers are amazing. They are a good version of this shoe. And I'm overall incredibly impressed. Again, this comes from shoepop.ru. My first pair from them. And again, I'm just sort of shocked. And I'll do one last sneaker compare. Okay, so real Shoe Pop. I'm going to do 360. Can anyone tell me the difference? I look at the back. Back is on point. Jordan Jumpman looks the same to me. The white is the same color. Everything about these shoes looks the same. And so I'm going to leave you with a close up of the side of the sneaker. And please comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this sneaker. Let me know what you think about this review. Let me know what your thoughts are. If there's any different type of sneaker or batch that you know of that is better, because I can't tell the difference between the two looking at them, straight on. And so, when I take a look at that and I just see the quality, the padding is the same, everything to me appears to be the same. And so I'm just amazed with the quality of these. So, let me know in the comment section, and do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you at the next episode.